Hey, what's up, Varnish on Facebook? What's up, Van Camp? Dick Van Camp. You said day 3? Hey, man, I appreciate the consistency stopping by, showing some love, man. Much love to you. What's up, Dylan? What's up, Red Marshall? Or Red Maserati? My bad. What's up, guys on TikTok? What's up, Jay? What's up, Zach's Garage? What's up, Soups? Antoine? G-Man? Say, what's the task today? Well, so we got some electrical updates. Let's get this Instagram started here. You said, how's the reactor? The reactor's been good. I haven't ran it in a few days because we've been doing all this electrical stuff. Gets old quick, but, you know, you got to take your time with it. Got to do it right. But what I've done is I've essentially, at this point, I'm almost done. Now, I do have an electrical box on the way to replace all this stuff with. Make it neater, nice and enclosed. What's up, guys on Instagram? But, other than that electrical box, I mean, like, the basic wiring of this stuff is almost done. Right now, I have 3 power supplies in here, but we're going to get at least 6. So we can run at least 6 magnetrons off of this. You said what your neighbors think? I actually don't know, but I've been doing it for years. What's up, Kahan NYC? I've been doing it for years, and it never had any issues, so I would assume there's no issue there, but you never know, right? What's up, everybody on Instagram? Can you use any type of plastic? Yes, you can. You said looking good. Thank you. Yeah, this cabinet is definitely the move for sure. You said nice tie. Thank you very much. It's one of my favorite ties, actually. You said finally live. What's up? I love speakers. Good to see you, man. You said we must hide, bro, from the government. No, you must hide the government from me. You finally got in on a live feed. Can you run fiberglass through the machine? Yeah, you can run fiberglass through the plastic to fuel machine, and it'll work just fine. What's going to end up happening is if there's any type of resin or adhesive on the fiberglass, it's going to get turned into fuel, and all that'll be left is the glass fibers. So you said, what's the goal? So the goal is, there's a lot of electrical stuff, right? But the goal is we want to be able to accurately measure all the electricity going in. And with this system here, we definitely can. In fact, I have a meter right here that let me know. So the goal is we want to get at least 6 of these in here, then we can start to do runs on the machine. We know that's at least 5 is the minimum to run the machine anyway. So, you know, working with this stuff now, this is 220. It is extra dangerous, so I work extra slow. So I was thinking I was going to be done today, but I guess not. He said, nice tie. Thank you, G-Man. He's always looking fresh. Always. You said making a time machine. Yeah, it kind of looks like it, doesn't it, at this point? He said Dr. Stone in real life. Yeah, I got to check that thing out because people always say that. I always see Dr. Stone. You said, but I don't know. You said, what's your GPA? My GPA was 3.4. You said, stay working hard. Always, man. Always, White Trader official. What's the biggest yield the machine can hold? I don't know what the biggest yield of this machine is. We haven't even run the machine at full power yet. But we're getting closer and closer to that, i.e. all of this stuff I've been doing here, right? But once we get the machine with all the electrical stuff done, we can measure the input-output. We could do the full power runs. We want to get the yields as big as possible. But we have to be able to continuously feed the machine first before we can accurately say how much a single run of the machine could yield power-wise, right? Because we really couldn't say right now. It's too early. But we're almost there. You said, I'm amazed by your work. Thank you, Egg Heist, on the TikTok. You said, did I hear White Trader? This is how we power Wakanda. You said, how can we invest in your machineries? Right now, there's no public investing right now. Only private. And that's even potential. You said, do you tarp it when you're done? Okay, so I used to be tarping. The machine itself is not going to rust from rain. The machine, the parts that are exposed are like stainless steel, and the parts of the machine that aren't stainless steel, they're coated with a high temperature coating. They never rusted before, they're not going to rust now. In fact, this machine eventually is going to be moved into a warehouse. That won't even be an issue. This electrical system, it's all enclosed in this cabinet, but I'm going to caulk around all of I'm going to put my caulk on all the edges to make sure that it's sealed up, so that way no rain can get in there, you know? Let's see. You said if it's true, it's the best investment. I would agree so, because let's be real. Petrochemical industry, recycling industry, energy industry, carbon credits industry. I mean, it's everything, right? You said I've been to his house. It's not real. Nah, if you've been to my house uninvited, you wouldn't be leaving. You be buried right here. You said this genuinely feels like a fantasy. It's actually insane that you're doing this, bros. Hey, thank you very much, Gemstar on the Instagram. This is real. I've been doing it for years now. 3 years actually, and it definitely feels like a fantasy to be at this point because thanks to all you guys' support, all your donations and things. This project has been taken further than I ever been able to take it when I've been working on it by myself. So I appreciate all you very much for the support. You said, how long were you wanting to do this? Well, I'm here to do this until the plastic is out the ocean. That's why I started. That's where I'm finishing. Period. You said, are you Tim Drake or Kendrick? Well, is there even such thing as Team Drake? You said, where can I make a donation? You can make a donation to the Cash App, $Naturejab. Or if you want other options, you could go to naturejab.com/donate. And we got a few different ways there. I appreciate you. You said, why dress business casual and not blue collar? Because I've been dressed blue collar all day working on this. Got to switch it up now. Got to get in some new clothes. Thank you for the badge. My giant nads on the Instagram. Once again, good to see you, man. Funny name there, man. In it. You guys say K dot, yeah. Come on now, don't make me have to start dancing to tell you what's up. Don't make me have to start dancing again. You said, will you ever tell us how to make it? Yes, absolutely. That's kind of the whole point. You said it's not real. That's funny. Yeah, right. Like this is a lot of stuff to have for it not to be real. There's just too much metal, too many wires. Like at the very least, this does something, right? Maybe it doesn't turn plastic into fuel, but it does something with all this electrical stuff and all this metal. You said 30 grand. Yeah, we're about 30 grand into this thing so far. 30 grand, completely crowdfunded. Much love to every single one of you. The badges, donations, merch, GoFundMe's, everything. You guys have made this possible. The super chats, all of that. Thank you, Sir SRT Mega 392 for the badge on the Instagram. You said show us a pack a punch. Show us the pack a punch machine. Yeah, here we go. I guess we are packing a punch, right? Because we're putting in plastic and we're coming out with a product that's better than the plastic. So this thing is looking good. Actually, I think I have this off right now. Hold up. I'm just gonna get a glove. I don't like touching this stuff with my hands because then my hands smell like oil and crap. You said, where can we donate? You can go to naturejab.com/donate, and there's a ton of different options there for anywhere, international or whatever. What's up, Chad? You said, I don't mean to make you repeat yourself, but can you inform us how you altered the AC frequencies to be most absorbed by carbon? I'll go into that in a second. But anyways, what I was going to show you guys is the inside of the machine. Oh, so surprisingly, the inside of the machine is just me. Black as hell. Anyways, Chad, to answer your question, Chad, I don't alter any frequencies to let the carbon be absorbed. What I do is I got my microwave power supplies here. These are industrial microwave power supplies, and these are very efficient. They operate at 90% efficiency, 80 to 90% efficiency, and the microwave frequency coming out of them is in A minor, so the plastic is gonna get drizzled, to say the least. No, I'm just playing. There's no such thing as a microwave frequency in A minor. It's 2.45 gigahertz, but nonetheless, yeah, guys. So when the plastic comes out the machine, the carbon ends up coming down here. I don't want to get too close, too touchy. I'm wearing white, so. I'm not trying to do blackface here or anything, but that's what's going to end up happening. I'm going to end up doing black body if I go to touch this thing. But that's where the carbon comes out, and then there's a chute for it to fall down for it to collect. You see this? You see the propane tank down there? That's where it's going to be going into. I'm going to paint that whole thing black. You said, why are the power supply cables not connected to anything? Well, it's because it's still being put together right now, but that's a good point. These themselves are the power supply cables. The magnetrons are on this side of the machine, Right now, obviously, this thing is not on the side of the machine with the magnetrons. It's at the front because I still have 3 more to put on before I'm gonna start to, you know, turn this thing on and stuff. I talked about pyrolysis on AM radio here in Quebec, and I was dismissed. May I ask how monetarily efficient this is versus traditional petroleum manufacturing? Well, the truth is, petroleum manufacturing beats everything. That's why it's still done. You know, because we already have all the infrastructure in place for it, all the jobs in place for it, all the stuff. So yes, if you're talking money, it's going to be more profitable, but it does not mean pyrolysis isn't profitable. And the point I'm trying to make is we need to also focus on, okay, of course, everything is a business. The world runs off of money. So things need to make a profit, but things don't need to make this humongous profit, especially if it's something that's better for all of humanity. And obviously turning plastic waste in the ocean into fuel is better than just making bajillions of dollars doing the most profitable thing ever. That's what everybody's been doing for all of history, right? Just, I love your work, not to be a Karen, but wear a respirator. Yeah, so I wear a respirator, you know, in a few situations. This machine does not have any emissions. Even right now when I opened it, you know, since we put this thing under vacuum, there's no vapors or fumes coming out of it. I don't even smell anything, right? But when the machine has a leak, obviously I put a respirator on. When I'm welding, I have a respirator on. If I am, you know, around the fuel, you know, I usually have a respirator. I don't breathe it in. So, you know, I'm not being stupid about it. I'm definitely doing my part to make sure that I'm at least staying decently safe, right? Let's see. So, what is your middle name? It's Drake. You said, let's see. You said you thought I went missing. No, I'm still here. You said you've come a long way in a short time. Keep it up. Thank you very much. Always. You said that's what I'm saying. The government is watching him. We know. I mean, to be real, who isn't the government watching, right? Because we're all on social media right now. We all know they track us through social media. So I mean, like, the government is definitely watching me for sure. That's why, honestly, I'm not gonna knock on wood, but I am gonna knock on wood. But I'm surprised I haven't ran into any sticky situations concerning me me being allowed to do this. You know, given that situation. Of course, and I'm especially making it easier for the government to see me because I post everything online. I could be in the live stream right now. We probably literally do have a CIA agent in the live stream. They can't say they are, but we probably do. Think about that. There's people that come into a live stream, they lurk and they never talk, right? And if they're a CIA agent, they can't tell you they're a CIA agent, even if they do talk, right? So they're probably literally, between all the live streams I'm on right now, there's probably at least 1 or 2 literal CIA agents in here right now, and we would never know. Thank you for the roses, Rebecca, on the TikTok. Much love to you. What is the main purpose of the machine? To turn plastic waste into fuel. You say you're the CIA agent, Memory? Okay, well, unfortunately, Memory, you just outed yourself, because so now we all know, when I go to give Diddy his oil, we all know who to tell him to go after, because he has a vendetta against you, because you raided his thing, you raided his mansion, so he got a vendetta. He's gonna come and get you, Memory, since you're the CIA agent. You say, keep growing, love what you're doing. I personally pray for your protection. Thank you, Tino Banks. So yeah, guys, it's coming along well. Oh, let me show you guys something cool. You know, I have the wireless system with the electronics, but I do love a good old mechanical anything in this world, and we got it right here. It's a really good mechanical switch. Really good, really strong, really powerful. No doubt about that thing right there. Have given us no issues. Somebody hacking into my wireless stuff. No, I just turned the switch off. Ain't nobody hacking into that right there. Good old classic switch. And guess what? This whole thing can be closed and locked. So even when I'm not around the machine, nobody could access this. I gotta love mechanical, for real. All this electrical stuff, right? So some AI can hack into my damn machine, right? We don't need that happening. So I got this good old classic mechanical situation, and that's of course how we're gonna do it. That's how we've been doing it. But I like the relay switches, because I don't like being near the high voltage when I turn the thing on. I don't like being those type of switches when I'm turning this on. You saw he's making caramel popcorn or what? No, I'm making burnt popcorn, because all that's left of the plastic in this machine is carbon, solid black carbon. Okay, the building block of life. Okay, that's all that's up to plastic. Isn't that amazing? Isn't that kind of beautiful? That plastic, this material that It doesn't seem to be biodegradable at all, and just destroys all these things, and all that, cancer this, cancer that, BPA. You break it down through the process of nature, pyrolysis, and all this stuff of it is the most essential component of all life. That's pretty beautiful. That kind of lets us know an analogy to the whole universe right there, right? You just think about it like that. Can you use this machine to melt diamonds? No, I wouldn't say so. I never tried it before, but I would not say so. What's up, Zach's Garage? Can this machine make any petroleum jelly products? So, I don't know, maybe it could make petroleum jelly. Sometimes you get the plastic oil out, and depending on if the temperature is low, the plastic oil will have some real waxy kind of jelly clumps in it. That's why you gotta distill it in the distiller. What is a distiller? A distiller is this right here. This is the newest distiller. And what this is, you put your raw pyrolysis oil down in the bottom. Let me get my raw pyrolysis oil. So I made this over a few runs from plastic waste right here. This is from plastic. Real oil, you see it, but it's black. And obviously you don't want to put this in your engine, right? Not in my Ford F357 3-liter 1996, right? You don't want to do that. We got to refine it to clean this up. And we do that through this right here. This is called a fractional distillation column. What the hell did he just say? I just said a fractional distillation column because that's what this is. But in short, you could just call it a distiller. This is what they use in the wine industry, the brewery industry, the whiskey and moonshine industry, okay? Anybody that does moonshine, you're very familiar with almost every part, including the reactor itself. I made a gigantic moonshine still for plastic. That's what this machine is, okay? But this is, you could literally probably make moonshine in this thing, though, for real. This distiller here, literally can make moonshine pretty easily. Just put it, so anyways, how does it work? This goes in, black stuff goes in down there, apply heat to it. It's gonna make it boil. It's gonna then evaporate. But what ends up happening when this evaporates? Well, this is a mix of gasoline, diesel, jet fuel, a whole bunch of other things. When it evaporates, as these things boil off and turn into vapors, it goes in order, okay? So the vapors of gasoline are gonna come out of this first, okay? Then the vapors of crude oil are gonna come out. I mean, not crude oil, jet fuel are gonna come out. Then the vapors of diesel are gonna come out. So what we do is we capture the condensate of those vapors. What does that mean? Well, the vapors are gonna come up, boom, and they're gonna, this is called a condenser. Gonna cool down the vapors, turn them back to a liquid. And when they come out on this side, they're gonna be just that pure vapor. Thank you for the $10 super chat on the YouTube, Twitch 307. Good to see you, man. You said, for the cause, looks good. Thank you, man. You said, can you give me some of the gasoline or no? Yeah, if once I start making a large quantity of gasoline, anybody want to come and test it, you're welcome to. I'm testing it myself too in my vehicle, but if anybody wants to, you can. It's kind of hard to break this down because I'm trying to explain this as if somebody is watching right now that has never even heard of distillation before. But it's kind of tough to. I won't lie. So essentially, we boil this until it turns into oil steam, you could say, like an oil vapor. And those vapors that come off at certain temperatures are going to reflect certain products. So a lower temperature vapor is going to be gasoline vapor. It comes up over here, cools down, we get gasoline that falls out here on this side, right? And then turn up the temperature again, jet fuel vapors come out. Same thing, collect the jet fuels on the side. Turn the temperature up again, diesel vapors come out. Come over to the condenser, collect diesel on the other side. So that's kind of how it works in layman's terms. I know it's a lot if you don't know, or you don't have any familiarity with chemistry. Definitely no dog into you if you don't. That's why I'm gonna break it down so everybody can understand what we do. Okay. You said, why would he spend thousands on a complicated machine just for a lie? Exactly, Undev. I mean, because not only has it been thousands spent, but, this has been built too. This is not like I got this off of Temu, and then it's fake, and it's a prop, and I show. No, I literally had to build this whole thing for so many hours of welding that is already posted online too. So, Yeah, if this thing was fake, I'd definitely be wasting my own time more than anything. Like, goodness gracious. And then, yeah, of course, let's not even forget about the monetary side of things. How much money was spent on this electrical stuff alone. Goodness gracious. But I appreciate everybody who helps, because you guys help. Hey, what's up, Summer, Queen of Pineapples? Thank you for getting the Cash App pinned in the TikTok. Much love to you. Yeah, imagine you could buy this off of Temu. That would be funny. So yeah, that's what's up here. It's going really well. We said, what's the temperature range for the different stages? I don't remember everything exactly, but I remember gasoline starts to come over around 100 Fahrenheit or like 50 C. Jet fuel starts to come over around 170 to 200 Fahrenheit, which is like 70 to 90 C, and then you get diesel coming out at over 200 to 250 Fahrenheit, which is about 95 to 110 C, if I remember correctly, all the different temperatures. But I base all the temperatures I base my stuff off of is actually the same temperatures that are in the petrochemical industry when they take actual crude oil and get the gasoline, diesel, jet fuel out. So that's how I can know that I'm getting gasoline, diesel, jet fuel out. And also, of course, I test the properties. At this point, to this day, guys, we have tested every single product I've made in engines. The gasoline, the diesel, except for the jet fuel. We tested the gasoline and diesel in engines. They've ran fine. They're fine. And we're going to do that again, of course. Thank you, John J., for the donation on the TikTok, the lightning. Appreciate you. You said, that's a good question. Regardless of the cleanliness of the burn, that fuel can always be worked out later. Right now, he's turning plastic into viable fuel. Exactly. So people rightfully so, will ask me and worry about, okay, you're making gasoline from plastic, making diesel from plastic. What if it's really bad emissions? And we're not just talking CO2, we're talking other things. Okay, valid question. But here's the thing that I always tell people. No matter what's in there, it can be taken out. It's a matter of, first of all, knowing what's in there. And that's why I don't even really bother with that question, because I don't even know what's in my own fuel, because I don't have the tools to test. I can only base what's in my fuel off of scientific literature. But regardless of if there is something in there, there's things in gasoline, in jet fuel, in crude oil that have to be taken out for it to pass the EPA. So whatever method they use to take those things out of their fuels, we can use for the plastic fuel. It's really no different. So that's not going to be the problem of this process, because we can figure out how to catalytically reform almost anything in the fuels. That's period, because this stuff has been studied for decades now, this whole industry of petrochemical products. So all the research is already out there. It's just a matter of you have to know what's in it first. And then you can know what to react with it to get rid of that thing, right? So if we know we have hexanes in there, but hexanes are in gasoline, they're a part of the thing that gives gasoline some of its qualities. But let's say we have hexanes, not good, whatever. Okay, now we know since we have hexanes, let's put whatever we need to remove the hexanes. So it's really not that hard to do once you can figure out consistently what's in there and what you want to keep, what you want to remove. Or can you add something to make it better, right? Can you add something to react with it to make it not toxic when it's burned, right? So I think he has enough plastic. I've been getting backed up on plastic because I haven't ran the machine in like 3 or 4 days. And I have a few sources I collect plastic from. So I've been getting backed up, but it's kind of a blessing because before this, I was actually running out. And I was kind of getting worried because I'm like, when I'm not working on all this electrical stuff or the machine itself, I'm running the machine every day. And this machine eats some plastic, okay? It eats like a week's worth of plastic for a family in a single day. So, and that's without me running it continuously. That's with me just running batch. Running continuously, this probably can eat like a neighborhood's worth of plastic, a neighborhood's daily amount of plastic every day, because plastic has such little mass to it. We shred it up so fine, and then with it running continuous, that means it literally can run all day, like 8, 10, 12 hours, however long you're there. So this thing can sure eat some plastic, all right, and that's period. I can't wait to get it to work continuously. That's the goal. We want to get at least 50 to 100 pounds of plastic in this thing every run, okay? Because you know how much fuel that is? On average, you get about, if you have a very efficient machine and very efficient condensers, you can get about a gallon of fuel per about 8 to 10 pounds of plastic on average if you have a good stuff going on, right? So do the math. We can get 5 gallons a day. That's what I've been telling everybody. I want to get like 5 gallons a day from this machine. Okay, because then that means I can run my car off of my own machine. Yeah, there's no, it's non-ionizing radiation coming off the microwave. So microwaves are not our issue here. Microwaves are not going to cause cancer or any type of issues. In fact, I literally have a microwave meter. We tested it. There was almost no microwave leakage. So that's amazing right there. We have almost no microwave leakage anyway. But yeah, we're not going to get cancer standing around this machine. Because as soon as the microwaves are off on this machine, there's no more microwaves. It's not like some lingering radioactive stuff going on. How do you know this stuff? I always think of alternate. I know this stuff at this point purely just from my own experience in the field. But I've started by reading research papers. That's how I started, right? But at this point, me just doing it every day teaches me things. Learning different characteristics of plastics, how things break down. So I kind of have the best knowledge when it comes to being knowledgeable in a subject, because it's the knowledge of actually doing it instead of just like knowledge of like reading a paper or a book on it. Getting it dirty in the field with your hands and just learning from your own observations is the best way to learn anything. Do you get better yields from certain types of plastic? Yes, I do, Zach's Garage. Certain types of plastics will give you more oils, better quality oils, and then different types of oils. Like some might give you more diesel, some might give you more gasoline, some might give you more jet fuel. So there's a lot of variables. And then some will give you more contaminated fuels. Like if you put PVC in there, your fuels will be contaminated with chlorine. You can counteract that by putting calcium oxide in there, and you're gonna form calcium chlorate. That goes back to what I was saying when people talk about, do we have horrible things in the fuel that are gonna be horrible to burn? And I'm like, well, maybe we do, maybe we don't. But if we do, all we have to figure out is what are those things, and we can figure out how to deal with it. Just like how if I know I put PVC in this machine, I know I need to put calcium oxide or garden lime in the machine to react with the chlorine. You see, that's all it's about. That's all chemistry is about, balancing the equation. Okay, you have one thing, you figure out what to mix it with as another thing, so it can come together and do a little Drake and Diddy dance and end up making Meek Mill as a baby. That's all we do, okay? You said the Illuminati's gonna get you, boy? No, I'm gonna get the Illuminati. That's what's gonna happen. So it's that you actually got it reversed. I am the diddler, the ultimate plastic diddler. So they better watch out for me. That's the truth. You said, unfortunately. Hey, what did Isaac say? Isaac Flores. Did anybody speak Spanish? I don't speak Spanish. But I see he's asking about the carbon. Hola, Isaac. The ultimate plastic diddler. So how will you publish this machine? That's actually a good point. I haven't really focused much on like scientific literature, right? Like posting my own research paper and stuff. But I should, for the respect of the art, because that's how I learned how to do all this myself to this day, by reading those research papers. That's how I started off. So I should. But I will not be posting anything until I get everything consistent variables. I don't want to have... So this is a great start. Getting these power supplies is amazing because they're all the same, 1,000 watts. Now we're going to get all the same microwaves, or magnetrons, okay? And unfortunately, this machine won't be able to be tested scientifically because it was made out of propane tanks. We have to get one consistent shape and size of metal from the same age and use that to build the machine. So we won't really be able to get this real scientific like that until Mark V. And if I'm going to do some science, I'm not going to do it half. I'm going to do it right. So I'm not going to make a scientific paper and you think you could recreate this and get the same variables as me when my machine is made out of 3 propane tanks of different ages and stuff. We got to have everything the same. Yeah, I've already used it in a car before, but we're going to do it again, guys. You know, I know we have a lot more new people. When I ran the car, just for reference, I had 40,000 on Instagram. That was back in February. Now, we're at like 500,000 now, over 500,000. We're at 100K on YouTube. I appreciate all you guys for your support. We're at 80K on Facebook. I think we're at like 2K on Facebook when I ran the truck. So we got to redo everything, okay? And you guys don't even want to know what I was at back when I ran the Weed Whacker for the first time almost 2 years ago. Thank you, Memory. I love the tie as well. One of my favorites. I appreciate it. So at this point, guys, look, when I ran the Weed Whacker off of my fuel for the first time, I literally probably had like 2,000 followers on Instagram. Most of my fan base was purely on TikTok. I think I had like 200,000 there. The point is, every single platform has grown by almost 100,000 people minimum. So we got to redo every single thing, and that's completely okay because we got a new machine. We're going to have more oils than ever. So let's do it. I'm all for it. In fact, I got a re-racker ready. As soon as we get enough gasoline from this, we doing it. Unfortunately, this rain cock blocks me when it wants to rain out here. You know why? Because I can't work on the machine when it's raining. I can't run the machine when it's raining. When it rains, that's just a day I have to take off. You know how much I hate that? I'm trying to get my stuff done here. We don't got time to waste. We got plastic to get out the ocean, and it wants to rain. Are you kidding me? You said 2:56 a.m. and this is the best thing to watch. Thank you, Juanila. You know, guys, honestly, I really do my part. I try, because I always feel like when I'm on live, like it's like not entertaining enough. Like even when I'm running the machine, even when I'm doing something, I just always feel like don't you guys just get tired of just seeing kind of the same thing or hearing the same thing? So it does mean a lot when you say that. That you're just tuning in watching, cause yeah, I try to keep it interesting the most I can. So you got a job, right? Yeah, right now this is my full-time job, showing this to the world, which I appreciate all you guys for making that possible. But for all the years leading up to this, yeah, I have my own business that I was running to fund this. You said, where did you learn all this? You go to school? No, I didn't go to school for this. I just I learned this self-taught completely. I am a certified welder. I did go to school for that. Would you be willing to start a bottle deposit system? Yeah, you know, here's the truth, right? That's kind of the whole goal to begin with. We have to incentivize getting rid of plastic waste. Give people even a cent for every piece of plastic. They will bring in some plastic, right? So, you know, that's an amazing thing about this technology. But we got to get to the point for this machine to start making cash flow to do that, right? Because obviously, if I'm paying you $100 for 1,000 pounds of plastic, I need to be making at least $110 off of that, right? So what's the quality of the plastic gas? Once it's distilled, it comes out and it runs in the engine fine. Doesn't make gum up, doesn't make big carbon. We gotta do some real extensive tests. We gotta get Project Farm to test my fuel, guys. He does an amazing job. He says certified lover boy, certified water boy. Your funny memory. We gotta get Project Farm to test my fuel, so that way he can do all the stuff he does, because he does an amazing job. So let's see the flow of your gas production. Ever since we started putting this thing under vacuum, the machine, the production of the oil has gone up a lot. So I can't wait till we get this electrical stuff sorted out and we can run it again. It's gonna be better than ever before. The best run coming ever before is coming up. You should push out into the media more. You'll be able to upscale with all the collaborate. That's the exact goal. The machine has to be at a place of completion first, though, because right now I literally spend all day, every day on this machine, except for when it rains. So like I don't even have time to collaborate with somebody because I need to get this machine done. So once the machine is done, I make my fuel. We can run all types of things. We can collaborate all day, all night. We got the machine. You said shipping plastic as individuals to Julian does not make sense. The fuel you need to transport will be more than you would get from the donated plastic. That's true, Chad. That's true. It really is. It only works best in large bulk. Humongous bulk. But I do understand, though. There's a lot of people that collect their plastic. They don't like throwing it away because they know it doesn't get recycled. And they can give it to me and know it will be recycled. So even though it may not make the most logistical sense right now, until we have big systems in place, I respect anybody and I will fulfill your wishes of truly recycling your plastic if you give me the responsibility of dealing with your plastic waste. And I will make sure it's not ending up in the ocean or the landfill. I'll make sure, no matter what it is or what quality it is, it's going to be turned into fuel, okay? But I prefer not to get PVC right now, I'm just saying, because I haven't studied PVC enough to know how it will affect my machine on a longer scale. Obviously, you guys see the inside of the machine right now, not a speck of rust, because we have this permanent layer of carbon and oil. It's just black in there. It's just me in there, okay? But, so not a speck of rust. You said, so theoretically I can save my bags for a year, then send them to your house one time every year. Yeah, it's not my house. You're going to send them to the P.O. box, but yeah, you can. I'll take them. I love plastic bags. They shred easy for me, too. So are you able to do a backflip? No. I'll be able to do a bust my black ass flip if you want. Does your family support your ideology? Yes. Yes, that's how I'm able to do it back here. Hey, much love to Guam. Thank you, Shane, on the Facebook. How long have you been doing this? 3 years, Joey. 3 years. What's your favorite type of plastic? I like plastic bags. Not really. Well, they make a good oil product and stuff, but I like them because they're easy to shred. Plastic bottles get annoying to shred because they like to like roll up the shredder and all types of annoying stuff, right? But I do like the plastic bags the most, and then they give a good quality and fuel and all types of stuff. Let's see. If you talked about this, because I just found out about you, how does this whole thing start? Like, how do you figure out you could do this? Research, experimenting, both? Yeah, both. Both, Connor on YouTube. Read the research papers, and put together small machines as a welder just to see, like, does it work? Can you actually turn plastic into fuel? Figured out, yes, you can. Then I start to get into the microwave side of things. I'm like, okay, well, let's innovate. I haven't found anything done with microwaves at home before. I'm like, well, I want to try it because I think microwaves do an amazing, bloody job at turning plastic into fuel. And then I just started putting stuff together, and we got here. And fortunately, the whole thing is documented. Right now, at this point, it's documented on all social medias, but especially YouTube. Okay? Because you can only go so quick on these other social medias. So where you from, man? Every now and then you have an accent. I never have an accent, okay? That's the thing about me. My accent stay consistent the whole time. And that is how it is. Let's see. He said, I'm from the Navajo Nation. You would be a big help here. Hey, much love to you guys. Tony Seaman, thank you for the $25 donation on the Cash App. Thank you so much, Tony Seaman. But much love to you, the Navajo. We're all about that right there. You know, that's what we're all about with this machine. Above all else, we want to help these communities and these countries that are truly struggling. And then they definitely, like, them having the plastic waste is hurting them more than anybody else. You said, I watch his YouTube. Thank you, Sincere. That's the best way you do it. That's the best way you do it. Why don't you begin a startup and try to make it available at home? Hey, much love to the Netherlands. I'm not against making it available at home, but I think the government is. Because it's a lot. Thank you, Wilbur. He said, love your tie. You know, it's a lot to make fuel at your house, untaxable fuels. Thank you for the $5 super chat, 100 miles everything. This man is the next generation, believe it or not. Whether you see God or not is great for you being such a great blessing to this world. Thank you so much, man, truly. And thank you for that beautiful message as well. God bless you, truly. For the $5 and the beautiful message. That's what we're all about at the end of the day. We want to inspire because, you know, I'm just doing this, but imagine your kids or you or anybody else in the world doing something that they're passionate about for the good of all of humanity and the earth. If we all did that, the earth could not physically or spiritually or in any realm or dimension be in a bad place because everybody is passionate about doing what their designated passion is for all of earth and humanity. You said he's got the motivational speaker type voice. Thank you, Darren. I appreciate it. You said they're trying to blackball and take down your live on Instagram. And then they do that to me on every platform. You know, it is what it is. We live in the softest age ever. I just stay hard making all this metal, you know. Stay hard with all the big drizzy electrical cords and stuff. So we counteract the softness, you know. So, yeah, guys. That's what's up with the updates with this machine. I know I said we'd be running it today. Of course, the electrical stuff takes a lot of time. You cannot rush it or you could die. You know, and that's just period. So I'm not going to rush it. I would like to say we'll run it tomorrow, but we will see. But all I got to do is put 3 more in, so I wouldn't assume it would be that hard. But you never know. You know, it's Mother's Day, too. So maybe not. We'll see. But anyways, I appreciate you all for stopping by. Thank you very much for all the donations. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. You guys take care and stay blessed.